Hello, everybody. In this lesson, we are going to count down the toughest verb tenses in English. I will explain how to use them, and by the end of the lesson, you will feel comfortable and confident using these challenging verb tenses with ease. So, let's get at it. Past perfect. This tense is used to show an action that was completed before another action in the past. It's used to show the order or sequence of events that happened in the past, indicating which event happens first. So, example, she had finished her homework before she went to bed. So, first, she finished her homework, then she went to bed. Words like before or when or by, these words are often used with the past perfect tense to help show the order or sequence of events. They had left the house by the time we arrived. So, first, they left the house. Then we arrived. Past perfect tense, showing the order or sequence of events in the past. Future perfect. The future perfect tense describes an action that will be finished or completed by a specific point in the future. By the time you arrive, I will have finished all the work. So this sentence means that when you arrive, when you get here, the action of finishing all the work will be completed. So the point in time is the arrival of you. Or she will have graduated by next summer. Again, this indicates that the action of graduating will occur before the specific time period of next summer. So, future perfect, describing an action that will be done or completed by a specific point in the future. Past perfect continuous. This tense describes an action that began in the past and continued up until another point in the past. What does that mean? Well, let's look at an example here. She had been practicing the piano for hours before the guests arrived. So, this sentence shows that the continuous action of practicing the piano, right, that started many hours ago before the guests arrived, and it continued up until the point that the guests arrived. She stopped then. She didn't continue playing the piano. She stopped. Or they had been waiting for the bus for over an hour when it finally arrived. So again, the continuous action of waiting for the bus, it continued up until the point that the bus came. It arrived. Then they stopped waiting. They got on the bus. Or another one. He had been studying all day before he took the exam. So again, the action of studying all day in the past continued to the point where he took the exam. And he stopped studying, obviously, had to take the exam. So yeah, the continuous action that began in the past up until another moment in the past. Present perfect continuous. The present perfect continuous, this tense indicates an action that started in the past and is still continuing in the present, right now. So, she has been cooking dinner for 2 hours. So, this tells us that cooking dinner started in the past and is still ongoing in the present moment. So she's been cooking for 2 hours, she's still cooking. Or they have been studying English all week. Again, this indicates the action of studying English began in the past at the start of the week, but it's still ongoing. It's still continuing until the present time. They're still studying. Or he has been working in the garden since this morning. So he started working in the garden and he's still working in the garden. So in short, the present perfect continuous simply describes an action that began in the past and is still continuing in the present. And the number one most difficult tense in English, according to Google, is the present perfect tense. Now, the present perfect tense is used to describe or express an action that occurred in the past but is important in the present. It's important to the conversation right now. So, example, I have visited Paris several times. If I say I have visited Paris several times in conversation with people, I have something more to say after that, right? Perhaps I have some advice on, where to get a nice hotel or where to eat or some entertainment options, right? I have visited Paris several times. That means there's something more to say about it. That's different than just saying I visited Paris several times, right? Okay, great. You travel. Awesome. End of conversation. Or they have finished their homework. If I say that about my students, they have finished their homework, that probably means that there's something else happening planned after the completion of the homework. Maybe a game. Maybe we're going out for lunch. That's different than saying they finished their homework. Okay, they finished their homework. Good job. End of conversation. They have finished their homework. There's something ongoing there. Or if someone says, I have lived in this city for 10 years, that tells me that that is a person I can ask questions about the city, right? So I can ask, where are the good places to live? Or again, any good restaurants? That's different than saying, I lived in the city for 10 years. All right, that's done. That's complete. Nothing more to say. So in short, the present perfect is about expressing an action in the past that is important to the present. It's important to the ongoing conversation. All right, that is it. That wraps it up. I hope this lesson helps you master these difficult, challenging verb tenses. And if you like the lesson, please like and subscribe. And we will see you next time. Take care.